My original video for a fast, easy charm farming method was an insane success. So I just want to start this off by saying a massive thank you to everyone who not only watched the video, but interacted with likes, comments, even dislikes, and the subscriptions I got off of it was absolutely amazing, so thank you all so much. With that said, Monster Hunter Rise version 2.0 has come, and so now it's time to update the charm farm so we can stay current. Luckily for us, it has become quicker and more consistent with some larger numbers.
Dumo plays.
Today we're going to be sticking with the theme of bashing monsters together to collect the shiny drops. This is because not everyone is capable of farming some of the harder monsters in under 5 minutes or even under 10 minutes. This time we're going to target Teostra and Magnamalo. The Stink Mink is no longer needed, so that's out. The requirements are now Earplugs 2 and Master Mounter. Now a quick disclaimer, all of my hunts were done with Earplugs 3, but afterwards I did a quick test to see if it could be done with Earplugs 1 or 2, and it was possible with Earplugs 2. If you run into any issues with Earplugs 2, please let me know in the comments so I can let other people know. All I did was use Earthshaker on Magnamalo through his roar, and I tested it 3 times to be sure, so unless there was some weird freak timing going on, for 3 straight runs, Earplugs 2 should be perfectly fine. The reason for these abilities are simple. Earplugs allow you to attack through the roar to get them out quickly and safely. Technically, you could do this without earplugs, but trying to roll through the roar and then still having less time than if you would have attacked through the roar, I just feel like running earplugs is just that much safer and easier. Master Mounter helps your combat while in Wyvern Ride, and this is going to be needed when you're using Teostra because it has a terrible matchup against Magnamalo. Like, super terrible. Nothing else really matters, so maybe have some good defense or add in some skills for gathering along the way. I am not trying to 100% optimize this, so there is going to be some room to go a little bit faster, but I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of space. But go ahead and prove me wrong. So we're going to start off by going straight ahead. This will get us into the tunnels. Along the way I slow down to pick up some materials just because I can. Mostly I just want more honey and mandragoras. You can definitely cut these out to save a few seconds, but I don't really see that as being enough savings for what I'm getting back in return. Feel free to make your own decision there. Magnamalo has always started out in Area 10 for me, so I don't believe it can start anywhere else. On your way to him, note where Teostra is on your map. I've only seen 2 options for Teo, and that's in 14 and 5, and I'll show you my path for getting to each place. Once at Magnamalo, I make contact with him to initiate the roar, and then I use Earthshaker through it. This is the 2 wire bug move that Hunting Horn gets and will always lead to a mount on a non-target monster. It will take multiple Earthshakers to get a mount on a target monster, and this is why we start with Maggie over Teo. Now we ride our new Marshmallow over to the Toaster, and we use strong attacks. I personally use up plus A because it's fast and it covers a long distance. You immediately hit B after each attack to recover and start another attack. You will need to land 3 attacks to knock off the 3 shinies, and I generally don't see shinies drop from his weaker attacks. Unfortunately, 2 hits from strong attacks will max out your gauge, and you still need a 3rd one plus a slam into Teostra with Y. The timing is going to be a little tight. After the 3rd attack, get ready with B so that you can face Teostra the moment it comes available. Then immediately hit Y to slam into Teostra and initiate the Wyvern Ride. You can do this without the B input to face Teostra, but I have had a couple times where I slammed into Teostra with Magnamalo, but it never procced the Wyvern Ride. I haven't had that issue when I've started using B, so even though the timing's a little tight, that's just how I go with it. Now that we're on Teostra, we can initiate a strong attack for our first attack, or just go with the light quicker attacks. The reason for this is that Magnamalo is actually quite a bit faster because Teostra is insanely slow, and because Magnamalo is faster, he will continually flinch you if you try to use larger attacks. For this reason, I use quick attacks only after the first attack, and for some reason, they force Magnamalo to drop shinies, whereas Magnamalo's quick attacks will not. Once you've knocked off the shinies, you can fill up the gauge and either do a mount finisher, or you can press Y to slam into Magnamalo, but either way, you must make contact in order to force one of the monsters to leave the zone. Collect your shinies, and return from quest. Return, not abandon. Abandon will leave the material that you've picked up, and return will allow you to return to base with the parts. One thing to note, each monster can drop 3 shinies, and when Teostra is in Area 14, there is a chance of a shiny just chilling on the floor. This only seems to happen in 14, and it's not always there. The floor shiny can easily be a dud with a 50% chance at an account item, but it can also be 2 powders, which are 75 each, which means it's a 150 point shiny drop. The account item is only on this bonus shiny and not on the others that you bash off Teostra. The items that you don't want to see picked up are Elder Dragon Bloods, but they're a 10% drop on Teo, whereas they are 15 and 20% drops on Kushala and Chameleos respectively. This is a big part of why we're going after Teostra over the other Elder Dragons. You obviously also don't want to see the account item on the bonus shiny, but it is a bonus, so whatever. The parts that you really want to see from Teostra are the powders, preferably when it drops 2 powders in the same shiny. And for Magnamalo, you want the Magna Soul Prisms. They drop 2 in one shiny, which are worth 50 points each for a 100 point shiny that can be obtainable multiple times. This is why we're going after Magnamalo over some of the other options that we have on our map. These runs take about 2.5 minutes to complete, and up to 3.5 minutes for a really bad run full of mistakes. I was averaging 528 points a run, with a low of 415 and a high of 685. This is very solid, with it being close to 2,000 points in 10 minutes. If you have an Elder Dragon that you can kill in under 10 minutes, I would expect that to be more efficient. If not, I would expect this to be more efficient. And there you have it, a fast, easy charm farm in version 2.0. If you have any suggestions, please let me know in the comment section below. Feel free to share your current charm farming method as well, or anything you can think of to improve this method. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like or even subscribe for some more Monster Hunter content. If you want to join our community, a link to the Discord will be in the description. Until next time, good luck with the melder, and have a great day.